A shark sighting right where morning swimmers were taking a dip in the bay in Chesapeake Beach, Virginia.
I could see head to tail very clearly, and I would say that he was probably 6 to 7 feet long. It was right next to the shore.
Megan McNair heard the waves crashing and saw the fin. It was last Wednesday, June 14th, around 9:30 in the morning. She says a man was swimming just feet away from the shark.
Once he came in, he kind of rolled up onto the sand and he was just like all out of breath. So people asked him if he was okay. And he said, "Shark."
McNair put out a group text to alert neighbors, and several people came out to see.
We get dolphins that come up really close quite often, but never a shark.
Yeah. There were people out there that had lived there 20 or 30 years, and they said they had never seen a shark.
So close to shore.
Correct.
Yes.
They've just never seen it. Oh, they're there all the time. Yeah. Oh, for sure. 100%. They're always there.
Skylar Snowden from the Virginia Aquarium and Marine Science Center believes it is a sandbar shark that did not look aggressive and was likely moving with the tide and looking for food like stingrays and flounder.
Judging from the shape of the rostrum, the front of the face, and the dorsal fin, it looks very much like a sandbar shark.
But the Virginia Institute of Marine Science shark monitoring leader says it's almost certainly a black-tipped shark. He says in the video you can see a black spot on the shark's tail, that combined with a high, larger dorsal fin. But he agrees the shark is likely harmless and followed prey to the surf.
If you look at the way the way the shoreline goes, usually you start to walk in, it's a little bit shallow, but then there's usually a drop off that drops down, and then you go across that, and then you come onto the where the sandbars are. You have these sharks that'll swim right along the beach in that trough because it's a good place for food.
Snowden says there are roughly 80 shark species that swim in and out of the bay.
You don't typically see the sharks because they don't have to come up for air. So you see dolphins all the time and stuff because they're constantly having to come up to take a breath of air.
But sharks are there, even close to the shoreline. With warmer weather, she says this is a more popular time for them to be closer in to where people swim, and they're important for the ecosystem.
If the sharks weren't there, you would have some other fish population going way out of whack, and then that fish population overeating its prey, which causes that population to go out of whack, and it just works its way down the food chain.
The shark stuck around for about 3 hours doing small circles. Snowden says the community should just consider themselves fortunate for seeing nature so close.
I'll still get in the water. I'll just make sure I don't see any fins flapping around and keep an eye out a little bit closer than I used to, I think, at least for a couple of weeks.
For Chesapeake Bay Media's Bay Bulletin, I'm Cheryl Costello.